Live from coast to coast and around the world, it's time for the Saturday Night Knife and Gun Show. If you can shoot it or sharpen it, you'll find it right here at great prices. Now, here's your host, Mike Politowski.
Well, hello America. Welcome to another exciting edition of the Saturday Night Knife and Gun Show. I am Mike Politowski, the round man with the square deal. Good to see you again this weekend. Man, it has been a busy week around here at the Knife and Gun Show. I'll tell you what all's going on, but I tell you the weather has been beautiful here in North Carolina where the program is coming from. And we have been out and about talking to some folks about the brand new Knife and Gun Show on Roku, and we are excited. We are almost ready to launch that. We actually have people that are tuning in this evening to watch the broadcast here to see exactly what we do. Letty and I have been scouring the streets talking with gun shops and custom knife makers, and we are getting ready to load up the Knife and Gun Show channel on Roku with a lot of great things. Well, we're also broadcasting tonight on Facebook Live. If you're watching this feed, I would ask that you share the broadcast, like it, and leave a comment there. Let us know that you dropped in to say hey and spend a few minutes with us. That would really warm our hearts. Here is my email address. Jimmy Browse running the big 747 in there this evening. It's good to have a good crew in here tonight. My daughter Carrie has decided she wanted to run camera this evening. Letty running Social Butterfly on the Knife and Gun Show website. So if you'd like to say hey to us, Saturday Night Knife and Gun Show, Mike at knifeandgunshow.com, Mike at knifeandgunshow.com. Also, info at knifeandgunshow.com works as well, and tables at knifeandgunshow.com is our third email address. Tables at knifeandgunshow.com is the email you'll be using to upload your video to us from your videos that you take when you get ready to be on the Knife and Gun Show. And I'll have some more to say about that here in a few minutes. But boy, howdy, I tell you, I just thank the Lord for the great concept of the Knife and Gun Show, literally a televised gun show that's going to be reaching out all across this great country. All right, put me back on TV, Jimmy. And speaking of thanking the Lord, excuse me, I am glad that we now have a Second Amendment friendly administration. Regardless of what you think about President Trump, and I don't really want to bring party politics into this discussion because that's the quickest way you can divide a television audience. So I'm going to leave party politics out of it, but let's just look at it from the purpose of looking at the Constitution and the Second Amendment. We were on a very dangerous track for infringement on the Second Amendment, our Second Amendment rights, and that was a very big part of the platform of one of the parties that was in this race. And I'm just happy to see that apparently our Second Amendment rights are going to be okay for at least 4 years, and that's good. I just thank God for that. It's very important, very important. Many people don't realize the gravity of that situation, but let me tell you, well, thank God. Thank God we're on the track that we're on. That's what I'm going to say. All right, and I'll leave it at that. But I'm happy that's over with. I'm happy that I'm looking forward to supporting this new administration. Hopefully you are too. I think we should pray for our president. I'll leave it at that. I said the very same thing about Barack Obama back in 2008, and when I did, I said we need to pray for our president, and we have a fairly conservative audience, but people were they were just about ugly to me, calling up and really laying into me. And all I said was, you know what, regardless of who's in that office, if Hillary Clinton was in that office, I'd be on my knees praying for Hillary Clinton just like Donald Trump. Okay, so I'm going to leave it at that. This nation doesn't need a person to lead it. It doesn't need a party to lead it. This nation needs to come back to God. And I put as a Facebook status, God bless America. And somebody came in and commented underneath me, if we turn it around and say, America bless God, then it will all turn around for us. And you know what? I believe that. And to all of those of you out there who may be listening to this broadcast either live tonight or at some time who are prone to protest what's going on because, you know, perhaps things didn't go your way. People saying that this administration is going to tear down America or tear, you know, and they're out tearing down America. I just don't understand that logic. I don't. So please, there are ways to get your point across without burning limousines, kicking over trash cans, taking out all the windows in Starbucks and Bank of America, which is, you know, again, if somebody will just tell me to shut up, I'll shut up, okay? But think about it. I mean, Starbucks contributed nearly, I think, $90,000 to Hillary's campaign, and Bank of America in excess of $465,000. And these kids are kicking the windows out of Bank of America and kicking the windows out of Starbucks. It just doesn't add up. Violence never adds up. Never adds up. All right, let's take a look at something besides me, Jimmy. Let's talk about Roku while we're at it, I guess. We are broadcasting live tonight on Roku. Roku is an amazing streaming media device. You can get the one that's pictured on television now for less than $30. And yes, it will pick up our channel in beautiful broadcast quality video. It will pick up our channel and thousands more. And there's no monthly subscription fee for Roku. We are just excited about this. We are turning the Knife and Gun Show into the Knife and Gun Show. That doesn't make much sense, but let me say, I'll explain what I'm talking about. But in our travels that we've been talking to people about getting on the Knife and Gun Show with us, everybody says, yeah, we want to do that. We will do that, not realizing that they kind of think that it's the show we're talking about. And to some degree, we'll be talking about folks who come on with us on the Knife and Gun Show, but it's different. It's like attending a gun show on television, not this program. It is apart and separate from this program, but it's going to be awesome. It's going to be good. So there you go, Roku, under $30, Target, Best Buy, Walmart, or let's put them in a different order. Walmart, Best Buy, Target. Okay, so you can get it at one of those fine retailers or somewhere close to you. It's going to have it. Amazon's got them. You can also go to Roku.com and get those as well. There's 15 million people that have a Roku box. Do you? All right. It takes that and Wi-Fi, and you can get the Knife and Gun Show. People that are already watching us on Roku love it. We have thousands of people, thousands already, that have subscribed to this channel, and that is really, really cool. All right. We have a new website out at knifeandgunshow.com. If you have not visited over there, I want you to do that. Here we talk about our new concept coming up for the televised Knife and Gun Show. Literally, it's like a gun show that you would attend in person. The tables that you normally would visit at a gun show are replaced in this case by what we call video tables. The video tables are 5 minutes in duration. It will be individuals just like yourself that take their smartphone and line up their merchandise for sale, and just one right after the other explain what it is, how much it is, and their contact information will be on there. And then when you tune this channel in, there will be a series of tables that you can stroll through, but you don't have to pay parking. You don't have to buy those $5 hot dogs. You don't have to rent a hotel. You don't have to wait in line at the restrooms. You can do this from your easy chair in your living room. You can stroll through those tables, and our goal is to have anything on here that you would see in a traditional gun show. So everything from, of course, rifles, pistols, shotguns, ammo, obviously, military surplus, survival gear, archery equipment, jewelry, coins, watches. I see that all the time, and I'm still looking for a good beef jerky distributor to come on here with us as well. So, and it's so, if you want to become a vendor, it's so inexpensive. As I was talking to some folks today at some gun shops, I was almost embarrassed. It is so ridiculously inexpensive to rent a table on the Knife and Gun Show. It is amazing. You'll be amazed at the pricing, and that's all on the website there. And there's tutorial videos. We just added tutorial videos on there that will show you exactly how you do this. And believe me, we believe in the power of televised marketing, because that's what we've done for 10 years now, and we want you to get in on the action. Folks want to see what you have to offer as well, and they'll call you directly and deal directly with you. We don't even take a commission out of it. They'll work directly with you. You can consummate the transactions and everybody is happy. knifeandgunshow.com. You can always find the most recent version of our live Saturday night show on there as well. So, and then you can also get to our shopping cart. When you go to the live TV show link, there is a button under there that says Shop Now. Buy the products you're seeing on TV right now. So click on that. You can buy some of the things we're going to show on TV tonight. All right, let's look at a yellow horse knife. Did you see on Facebook, maybe you saw it on my Knife and Gun Show feed, David just kicked off a Trump knife. My goodness, yeah. Yeah, isn't that nice? It was nice. So a lockback that said Trump on it, and they're $499. Now, I have nothing to do with that. I'm just saying that if you want to see it, you can see it on our website there on Facebook, the Knife and Gun Show presence on Facebook. Go take a look at that. But when you see that and you see a knife on there for $500, I'm going to tell you that that is a good deal for a David Yellow Horse knife. That's an excellent deal. Well, David has partnered with us here at the Knife and Gun Show to do a special knife, a gospel, a faith-based knife, which you see on TV here, which is a buck 503 at 3 3/8 inches in the closed position. I'll tell you a little bit about it. It is American-made buck, stainless steel blade. It does have the embellished nickel silver bolsters. There's turquoise inlays, bloody red jasper, and then maple burl insert in the middle with Jesus Christ carrying the cross in the middle. And this is done on both sides of this. So when I tell you about a $500 knife, and I'm telling you that's a good deal for a David Yellow Horse knife, and then you see what David has done, such a deep discount for us here at $169 even for this. This is a great opportunity. This literally is a gift from David to our show to pass along at this price. Crosslock would be the item number, Crosslock, and we're doing them for $169, but there are only 25 of these made, and there's only about 9 of them left. So if you want one, good golly, Miss Molly, you got to get in there and make that happen. Crosslock, $169 even, and then there'll be a little bit of shipping with that, and we say allow a couple of 3 weeks for them to be processed and made, and then on their way to you. It comes with a certificate of awesometicity with it as well. You're going to love it. Crosslock here at the Saturday Night Knife and Gun Show. Well, let me get into a little bit of merchandise this evening. We do have a few products we want to show you, some things I think you'll be interested in, some things you probably like to put in your collection, and some things maybe you just want to put in your toolbox, including what I've got in my hand right now. This is an electrician's knife made by Super Knife, and I have got these things marked down to a close-out price tonight. Stainless steel blades, composite handles on this. Sparky would be the item number on it, $4.99. This is the way it's going to come to you, just like this. Sparky for $4.99 with the bail. Again, rubberized composite handles for a sure grip. It does have a spear blade on it and a screwdriver blade wire stripper. Wow, how about that? What a great way to get the show started off here. Again, item number on this one would be Sparky, and again, $4.99. Would you share this broadcast for us if you're watching on Facebook? If you're watching on Roku, thank you. Roku is clearly the direction that we are heading with the Knife and Gun Show. It is clearly the direction we're going to be heading. We will be using Facebook really to promote our Knife and Gun Show presence on Roku. Why? Roku is Second Amendment friendly. I've had people say, well, Mike, are you going to be on the Amazon Fire Stick? Are you going to be on Google TV? Are you going to be on Apple TV? And I just want to say, no. Was that quick enough? No. Because, why? Do you think Apple's going to let somebody talk about guns on Apple TV? Do you think Apple's going to let anybody sell guns on TV? Do you think Google's going to let anybody sell guns on TV? No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So, and Facebook will not let us put guns for sale on TV. They just won't do it. So we are moving the platform completely to Roku, and Roku's where the action is going to be. We visited with some vendors this evening that have black powder rifles coming up, and when I'm talking about black powder rifles, I'm talking about authentic Kentucky long rifles, Confederate swords. Can you believe? How about a Confederate, a CSA sword for $175? That's I know that sounds crazy, doesn't it? And Union swords for $275. We've got them, and they're going to be on the not here on this television show, but on the Knife and Gun Show page on Roku. It's going to be tricked out just like a gun show. You're going to walk in, you're going to see these tables, and you're just going to be able to flip through them with your remote. Like my wife watches Netflix on Roku, and she hardly ever gets a movie watched. You know why? Because she's flipping through every one of them, reading the previews. And she'll probably go through, Carrie, would you say she'd go through 40 movies? That'd be a fair estimate. 40 movies before she finally finds one that she wants to watch. We were sitting down to watch something last night, and she was looking and looking and looking and looking. She said, "Babe, this sounds interesting." And she clicked on it, and it was a darn foreign movie that had them little subtitles at the bottom of it. So she had to start all over. All right, let's get something else on TV. And I'm just excited. I don't know if you can tell it or not. There were things in 2016 that transpired, and I thought, Lord, what in the world are we going to do? Have you ever been in a position where you ask God, what are we going to do? Have you ever asked Him that? If you tell me no, you're probably telling me a story. One thing I don't ask the Lord anymore, I never ask the Lord, how bad can it get? I quit doing that a few years ago. That is one question I don't ask the Lord. Well, Lord, how much worse can? I don't know. That don't even come out of my mouth anymore. So we're operating in faith. That's what we're doing. Faith. We're a faith-based organization. So speaking of operating, this is an old doctor's knife right here. Probably the old-timey doctors carried something like this with the square end on it down here, stainless steel blade on it, red jig bone handles. I will tell you this is wild boar, and this is not being made anymore. It's the only one I got, but I did have this thing, I believe, at $11.99, and I'm just going to get it out of here at $9.99. WB Doc is the item number on it. There's your brass liners, brass pins, nickel silver bolsters, and a single stainless steel blade, and flat on the tail end of it here, because in the old days the doctors would crush the pills with it. WB Doc, the item number on that one, for $9.99. Yeah, it has the original box to go with it. Several years old, probably, if I had to guess, probably 7 or 8 years old already. Is one that I just had in the collection, and I just said, well, hey, let's make somebody happy with the doctor's knife. Doctor's knives get kind of hard to find out there. Physician's knives, the pattern, $9.99. WB DOC. WB Doc is the item number on that. Well, I'm looking. There it is. I forgot to mention this, but I'm going to mention it right now. We do a Pearl show out of these same studios on Tuesday nights at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and this is kind of what we're dealing with. These are Akoya pearls, and there are a few people on Facebook that are selling the Akoya pearls in the $20 to $25 range. This is an oyster, and in here, guaranteed, there is a pearl. We just don't know what color will be presented when you open this up, but it'll either be a black pearl, a white pearl, honey colored pearl, pink pearl, mini pearl maybe even be in there. Mini pearl, yeah, y'all remember Mini Pearl? It wasn't her that said this, but Mini Pearl always had a bunch of corny jokes, but Dolly Parton, some of her jokes remind me of Mini Pearl. Dolly Parton said one time, I never knew it could cost this much to look so cheap. Anyways, that's kind of, Mini Pearl. That's my generation. But here you go. So We sell these on our website, on the Knife and Gun Show website, for $12 and 99 cents, I believe it is, Jimmy. So, but what I'm going to do tonight, if you make an order with me, if you go up, if you're on Facebook right now and you hit the Shop Now button up there, and if you spend, I'm just going to pick a number out of the air, say $35 with me tonight on an order, then what I'm going to do for your free gift, which we normally give somebody a free gift when they make an order, I'm fixing to put one of these in there. So boys, let me say this. If you see something you like on TV tonight, don't be afraid to jump out there and get it, because I'm going to put one of these in there. If you spend $35, and $35 with the Knife and Gun Show goes a long, long way. And we'll put one of these in there and you can give it to Mama. She's going to love you. You're going to get some smoochies for that. That's going to happen. So there you go. And if you want to just buy one straight out, it's in the $12 range. And the item number on it is Shelly, S-H-E-L-L-Y, Shelly. So I'll talk about that again here in a minute. All right. Let's put a case product up here. Phones are going to ring off the wall if we had phones to be answered here. But we don't. So don't try to call me on the phone. Get on the website and get this, because I only got Uno. This is 2012, 2013 vintage. It's a case sodbuster. Sodbuster is one of those patterns, you love it or you hate it, but I know there's a lot of people out there that do love this pattern. Black composite handles on this, sodbuster blade edge on the stainless steel blade. Got brass all in the thing here. Let me tell you, brass liners in there. A working man's knife, a working man's price, $33.99 on this one. CA 00092. And this is the, there may be one that's a little bit larger than this. I left my ruler in the other room, but this is good 4 inches, maybe 4¼ inches probably. Yeah, so there's our blade edge on it. But anyway, stainless steel case, that would be American made. And again, original box and paperwork with that one. $33.99. Again, a very good price on that. CA 00092. Now again, if you're going to go over to the Knife and Gun Show website, you can buy these products. There's not a traditional shopping cart at knifeandgunshow.com, but there's a way to get to our shopping cart. Go down and click on Live TV Show, and then underneath where you see me, which right now it'll have last week's show in it, but later tonight it'll have tonight's show in it. But there's a button right under there that says Buy Products Now. So that's our Shop Now button. That's how you get to it. I may move something like that to the front of the website, but I just don't want to confuse our Saturday show with what the Knife and Gun Show is becoming on Roku. So it's 6 one, half dozen the other. But there you go, $33.99. That gets you within $1 of getting the free pearl. So yeah, so $35 is a good round number. $35 and excluding shipping. And we have some very competitive shipping rates here also, by the way. So that sodbuster plus maybe like this little Rough Rider mini trapper here would be a good idea. Carrie, would you put your phone down there for a minute, please, for me? So, okay, all right. So Carrie, I just got to wake her up every now and then. All right, check this out. Rough Rider mini trapper, 3½ inches in the closed position. Red jig bone handles. Did have these at $11.99. 440A stainless steel. We've dropped them a couple of bucks. Put them on sale. Going to roll them out of here. RR280, the item number on this one. Again, brass pins and liners here on this. And 440A stainless steel. Very sharp, Rough Rider quality all the way on it. And of course, I love this strawberry red jig bone handle on this one. Very, very awesome deal. RR280, the item number on this one. Walking and talking, got a couple of these in stock, so hit that Shop Now button, take advantage of that. Not just a whole lot of merchandise on TV tonight, but we do have some nice product. Something that has been doing quite well lately. People that want to prepare for weather emergencies and things. Of course, spring is coming up, and power outages are common. We have power outages out at our place every now and then, but we've sold a few of these over the last couple of weeks, and I thought, well, let's put it on TV. It's been months since we've had it on here, but basically this is an LED flashlight that it has an on and off button here. So I'm going to press this, and you can see just how bright wow. Yeah, sorry about that. To just knock Jimmy off the chair. Sorry, Jimmy. I'm so sorry, I promise. So you do have a nice LED flashlight here. You press it again, it's a little bit dimmer, but you won't be able to tell it a little bit dimmer on TV. Press it again and it flashes. Okay, so that's all neat. But then if you take, it does have a little handle here, by the way, that you can hang this thing from. But if you just give this thing like an eighth of a turn, boing, look at that. It pops open and becomes a pop-up lantern for your tent or camping or whatever. So yeah, it still has light coming out of the bottom of it as well, but it basically becomes a little lantern, and the item number on it is pop-up, and we're doing these for $5.99. It's interesting how, you know, I mean, this has been on the website for some time, and then all of a sudden it just started selling. So I don't know, I think maybe somebody out there might have them at a much higher price, and you can figure out you can get them here at a good price at $5.99. So it stows away nice and easy. Pop-up would be the item number on that one here on the Knife and Gun Show. All right, moving right along. Last week we put some Schrade Walden American Eagle knives. These are American-made knives here, and we put these on TV. This is a Stockman. We had 5 in the set, and the rare one, which was the number 2 knife, the second in the series, had a misprint on the box which said first in the series. That knife sold for $89.99, but we still have the remaining 4 left. So what I decided to do on these 4, since the really rare one has already left the building, we're just going to sell them as straight out Schrade Walden American-made Stockman, 3 7/8 inches in the closed position, and we've dropped the price on them to $79.99 each for your choice of the remaining 4. So what I did also is I broke it out to where we have the different colors. Previously it was going to be our choice of colors, and then we had said whoever bought the first one was going to get the ultra rare one, which that one went out, and I thank you for that purchase and your support, by the way. So we're gonna sell them separately by color. This one is SW, which is standing for Schrade Walden Green, $79.99. Every one of these has the original paperwork and the original box with it, and they are all in unused, uncarried, mint condition. Absolutely mint condition. $79.99 on this. $79.99. They do have the Parker shield on them. Jim Parker had done a deal and had Schrade Walden produce these, American made. So there's the green one, SW green on that one. Let me give you a different color here. These pretty much, with the exception of that green one, pretty much original packing, original paper. I'm telling you, still have the oil, the original oil in here. I mean, that's just how mint condition these things are. These were donated to us here at the Knife and Gun Show, and isn't that nice? You know what? You're talking 1976, Jimmy. Can you believe that? 1976. So that's a red one. So we're going to go SW red, and here, right there is the, yeah, there's the paperwork. Yeah, it is serialized. Yeah, it's serialized. So Pasquale donated these to us, and he's been a real good friend of our show here. I started to say a real good friend of our ministry, which this is ministry. So here we go with this one would be first in the series, white. Yeah, this would be the Patrick Henry, Give Me Liberty or Give Me Death. Again, here you go, original packaging. This is kind of a cream color, but we called it white. So SW white, going to be the item number on this one. Again, $79.99. So I would get in here and get one of these, because man, that I'm telling you, if you can carry a knife. See, I graduated high school in 1976, and I don't even want to calculate how many years ago that is. Probably 40 years ago, going on 41 years. Bicentennial was a big deal. Jim Parker was blowing and going with knives. So SW White on that, the famous Jim Parker. And I've got some more Jim Parker material here in just a minute. But boy, would you look at this one. Wow. Now, here we go. I'm just going to take this thing right out of the bag here. Come on in on that one, Jimmy. Would you look at that? Folks, I'm not kidding you. I am not kidding you. That is the original oil on there. That is, can you see that on that blade? And that is original. That is the original oil. It is match strike pulls. Jimmy pointed that out. Match strike pulls. The old timers would strike a match right there on that. 3-blade Stockman, Schrade and Walden. I like the yellow, I like the red, and I like the green. I like the white also. Isn't that nice? Yeah, $79.99. That's American made. You have in your pocket, now I got oil all over my hand, but you'll have in your pocket a 40-year-old knife. Can you believe that? 40 years old. That's a good deal right there. With the box and the paperwork. There you go. Now you know what? I want you to put good items in your collection, and this is such an item right here. I guarantee it. Okay, so I'm going to move these out, and Schrade Walden, SW white, SW green, SW yellow, SW red, and pearl. Yeah, you buy any one of those. Yeah, any one of those, and we're going to give you one of those, okay, as your free gift. Now, again, that's about a $20 value right there. That's the way they come. Do not eat this, and do not feed it to the pups or the animal or anything like that. All right, we're putting quality on TV this evening. Wow. I marked this way down. This was at $149.99. Tonight, I'm going to let this out of here for under $100. This is case XX. Carrie, come right in on that right there. That's our tang stamp. She's going to come in there and focus that little sucker so you can see it. That tang stamp indicates that this knife was made between 1946 and 1964. It is a case XX, red bone Barlow, large Barlow, steel bolsters, steel liners, carbon steel blade in beautiful condition. Isn't that gorgeous? 1964. Jimmy, what year were you born? Jimmy was born in 1962, so you were 2 years old when these folks up in Bradford, Pennsylvania were making this knife, Jimmy. Wow, it sure looks a lot better than you do. Well, not a problem, buddy. What are friends for, right? But there you go. That's the large Barlow, single blade Barlow for $99.99, CA6143. 6 stands for bone. The 1 stands for a single blade. The 43 is the pattern. The XX is the tang stamp in this case. CA6143XX. $149.99 would be a steal on this. $99.99. Wow. Tell a friend about this. If you don't want it, tell a friend about it, because they'll love you forever on that. Man, that is a good deal, and that blade is just about as clean as it gets right there. It's probably not showing up very good on TV, but it's awesome. You're gonna love it, and you're gonna get a pearl with it. If you buy that, you're gonna get yourself a pearl as well. All righty. Well, I got a couple more things to show you before I get out of here. Jimmy, go ahead and put my website back up there. I want folks to see knifeandgunshow.com, and you can get to this on the internet, but not to be confused, the Knife and Gun Show, the new Knife and Gun Show, is not going to be a place on the World Wide Web that you can shop. That is not the purpose. It's going to be on Roku. Roku, Second Amendment friendly, and Roku is the coming technology that we're using to literally put a gun show on Roku, where you can walk through and look at video tables on there. We'll also have some room for sponsors on there. Finney Knives, Garrett Finney has already committed. And I don't know if you need to friend him on Facebook and look at his product. I am telling you, some absolutely stunning custom knife work with Finney Knives. So Garrett Finney and I had a long conversation this week, and he's Mikey. He said, you know what? Garrett's a good Christian man. And he said, when he speaks and he tells you something, you know he's telling you the truth. He says, "I really feel that God's going to bless this. I really think that that God's going to bless what you're doing here. It's going to reach a lot of people, and it will. It will." So that's what the website looks like. There's tutorial video on there. Just if nothing else, there's an introduction video at the bottom, and then go to the tutorial video and just watch, and it just shows you how easy it is to lay everything out. Take your smartphone, video it, and there's a pricing schedule on there. It is so affordable, guys, and you don't have to have an FFL license. You don't have to have a sales permit. You don't have to be in business. You don't have to have a business license. You just be individuals. Individuals can come on here just like you would at a normal gun show. Go set up at a normal gun show, but you do it with your phone. You become your own shopping channel, basically, and you give us a video walkthrough of the things you want to have on this portal on Roku. And if you hadn't got a Roku, please go get a Roku. You'll be able to see what we're talking about. It's just awesome. Awesome. Okay, here we go. Let's do a couple more, and then we're going to get out of here tonight. Speaking of Jim Parker, in 1988, Jim Parker was acquiring the assets of Case. Case had some struggles at the time, and so he decided to take it over. And ultimately, even with Jim Parker at the helm, and Jim Parker was considered the knife guy at the time, but even with him at the helm, they ran into still had some challenges. I like the word challenges instead of the word broke. So, but had some challenges. I'm not saying they were broke, but they had challenges, all right? I've got challenges, right? Amen? But anyway, so Jim Parker in 1988 made he was commissioned to make a set of knives for the American Blade Collectors Association, otherwise known as ABCA. ABCA, and what I'm going to show you is the ABCA set. So he had Parker Edwards knives, and then he was transitioning over to Case. So he made a set of knives for the American Blade Collectors Association in 1988, which symbolized the transition from Parker Edwards to Case. This knife is the Case version of the set, and I'll show you in a moment the Parker Edwards version of this. But here we've got Rogers jig bone handles on this, beautiful. This is in the form of a Coke bottle, but it's not a, I don't want to call it a Coke bottle whittler. I would more call this like a Coke bottle dirk because of the long spear blade on this. But it does have, the blade is etched for the ABCA. It is serialized here. The next knife that I show you will have a matching serial number. This is 5 1/4 inches in the closed position. It does have nickel silver bolsters, brass pins and liners on it, and Carrie, I'm going to open it up, but it's probably going to fall off the side of the TV when I do, because you're really close to me. So come on out and you'll see just how much of a handful of knife this little fella is. Isn't that nice? And the coloring on this one is just stunning. It is. So 1988, Carrie, when were you born? 2003. Well, yeah, you're prettier than this. But no, this is nice. Okay, this has been a while back. So there you go. So that is knife number 1 of the set, the Case. Okay, but I like the Case knife, but I love this. Wait till you see what I've got to offer you here that comes in a set. And by the way, it comes with the wallet. I'm going to go ahead and put this one back up. It comes with the wallet. American Blade Collectors. Here we've got this is Parker Edwards, okay? A clip blade in stainless steel, and then looky here, a Damascus spay blade. So there's a this is almost like a history book, what I've got here on the turntable tonight. I'm telling you, because there was a close affiliation with Mr. Edwards, who was king of Alabama Damascus. He's making Alabama Damascus. So Jim put a Damascus blade on this, and a stainless steel clip blade with the blade etch on it. Look at there, the matching serial number on the nickel silver bolsters, and gorgeous, gorgeous red smooth bone handles. Man, 4 1/8 inches in the closed position on this one. Ladies and gentlemen, at $149.99 for the set, that is an amazing value. And again, I'm putting things on here tonight that you really should add to your collection. If you want to put some nice pieces in your collection, please don't pass this one up. This one may very well be gone before I'm through talking about it because of the value that we're seeing here. ABCA set $149.99. So, wow, you hear that? Walking and talking. So we're going to put him in the wallet here as well. So we got that. Wow. We got that, the set. Yep, the matching set, right? Matching serial numbers. Man, that is so nice. So nice. Somebody is going to do well to put that in their set this evening. Would you tell a friend about the Knife and Gun Show? Share us on Facebook. Like us on Facebook. Leave a comment there. Sharing is caring. That's what helps get the word out about it. If you, for some reason, have missed this show, we do it live on Saturday evenings at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. If you've missed the show, don't worry. We leave a copy of the show up on Facebook. You can always see the most recent show that we've done over there on our knifeandgunshow.com website. There is a Shop Now button at the top of the Facebook page, and there's also a way to get to the Shop Now button on the website. Don't assume, if you're watching this show at a later time, don't assume that the products you've seen here are such a good deal that they're already gone, because possibly they're still available. So I was surprised, as a matter of fact, that we had some of the Stockman, the Schrade Walden Stockman left over from last week, but that's why I put them on again here this evening, even at a better value. And yeah, so don't assume that it's already gone. Please go check it out. We appreciate each and every purchase here. I want to tell you thank you. When you support us, you support what we do here, obviously on TV and in our facilities here and all, but we're also involved in ministry. I just want to say that right now. A portion of what you spend with us here, it goes directly to ministry, and we do get around and we get to minister to folks. We pray for folks. We see amazing things happen when we pray for people. We were invited to speak at a church this week, as a matter of fact. So your purchase, as you know, if you watch me for any length of time, you know we're heavily connected with ministry, and so any purchase you make also facilitates what we do there as well. Okay, let's put this one on and let's get out of here. What do you say? I got another case knife here. In the 20s and 30s, there was a shortage of bone handle on knives. So what Case did in that time period was come up with a black composite handle material, which they jigged, and it was called rough black. Later to be called gum fuddy, F-U-D-D-Y, gum fuddy handles. And here a couple of 3 years ago, Case re-released, in commemoration of that time period, they re-released this rough black handle, gum fuddy if you will, in the rough black line. And this is a utility trapper, a single blade, and it has the rough black handle material on it. It is 4 1/8 inches in the closed position. If you like a rather slender knife, this is it. This is not a 2-blade knife, it's a single blade, so it slips in your pocket very nicely. We have our nickel silver bolsters, nickel silver shield, brass pins and liners, and a true sharp surgical steel blade. Of course, back in the day, in the 20s and 30s, this would have been a carbon blade, carbon steel, but it's beautiful. Gorgeous. We've got this one here at $33.99. Again, there is another screaming good deal right there. CA18228 would be the item number on this one. Get to the website, make that happen. Remember, if you spend $35 or more, then you'll get the free pearl as well. And we always give a free gift with any purchase. So if you spend less than $35, God bless you. Every little bit helps. You'll also get a free gift for doing business, for trading with us, and we appreciate it. That's American made right there. $33.99. Again, the item number is CA18228. I want to thank my staff for helping me this evening. I'd like to thank Jimmy Briles, flying the big 747, Carrie Politoski running the camera, and Letty Politoski our social butterfly of the evening. It's been fun. Don't forget to check out our website at knifeandgunshow.com. Don't forget to get you a Roku box and get ready. Some things are going to happen. So start telling some firearms dealers and other folks in your area about our Knife and Gun Show coming up on Roku. If you need any help with information to give them, let us know, and we'll send you some brochures and things like that that you can download and print out and pass around to your buddies. And we thank you for making what we do here a success. Without you, it wouldn't be any fun. And we certainly do appreciate everyone who does business with us, and you're our buddies and our friends, and we love you. All right, so this is Big Mike saying, what's the use in living if you can't love? What's the use in loving if you can't love everyone? And above all, the good Lord above has all the answers. All you and I need to do is pray for the right questions. God bless you. See you next week here on the Knife and Gun Show.